Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host here this evening, or shall I say, the sun baby from Teletubbies. This is my co-host, Dante, aka Poe, who I'm gonna let go right now. This poor guy. He's such a good sport. Welcome, everybody, and a very happy Halloween to everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Here is what we are going to be doing. We are playing 4 rounds of trivia. Some of it Halloween-ish in theme, other parts of it not at all, just a general knowledge quiz as you are used to. And it's going to work as it usually does. I will ask you the questions out loud. As I ask those questions, they're going to pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet right here. This is where to come to get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Come on over, enter in a team name followed by an email address, and then let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here this evening. Hope very much that you will get signed up for the game. The first 3 categories of the evening will each have 10 questions in them, and those are going to be our question and answer style rounds. And then we'll close out the game with a picture round. So the majority of the quiz are these question and answer rounds. Here's how it's going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, it will pop up in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning, of course, that you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of your questions may have multiple choice options, but the vast majority of our questions this evening will be short answer in their nature. It is your job then to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there is a countdown timer that will accompany each of the questions in these first 3 rounds of the game. So just make sure you always click submit answers before it's too late. If you've entered in a response and you want to change your answer, you're welcome to do so. Just make sure that you click submit answers again before the timer runs out. Also, in the event that you've spelled anything incorrectly, it's not a huge deal. I am able to see what you've put as your responses, so I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hello there and welcome. My name is Meredith and this is Dante. We will be your hosts here this evening. Thank you for being here. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com to get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. Once you get there, enter in a team name followed by an email address. Then let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. If you're in the league, welcome back. Thank you for playing with us in season 64. If you're not in the league, that is a-okay too. We want everybody here, regardless of your level of commitment to Sparkle Motion. Here's how things are going thus far in season 64. After 5 weeks, We Drink and We Know Things are at the top with 194 points across those 5 games. And rounding out the 10th spot right now, we've got Swearwolves with 149 points. Head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings to get a full rundown of what's going on with the standings in this season. If you don't see yourself up there and you want to be part of the league, it is not too late. We do just take your top 7 scores from the season, so things could balance out for you, even if you're not in the league yet. Come join us. Get signed up for the league. Back to the structure of our game. Once we get through those first 3 categories, we'll close out the quiz with a picture round. The picture round, as always, is structured differently than our first 3 categories. So I'm going to wait until we get to the end of the game to walk you through in full detail exactly how that is going to work. Before we get into round number 1, I do have 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all abide by here this evening. The first rule and most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in this game. Please do not look the answers up. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Please keep the conversation flowing throughout the night. Just refrain from spoiling things for others in the chat. That is all we ask of you. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the night. This is your final opportunity to get signed up before we dive into round number 1. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining these 29 trivia teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up here this evening, Berberino, down to our most recent team to join us, a hearty welcome to A Tribe Called Questions. Good luck to those 2 teams and every team in between. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Round number 1 this evening is in the topic of, one second, dealing with some dog stuff over here. We're talking about penguins. Penguins is our first theme of the night. Nothing to do with Halloween at all, unless you dressed up as a penguin, perhaps. Let's do it. Our first question in round number 1. A large king penguin chick at the Melbourne Sea Life Aquarium became an internet sensation for his fluffy appearance and is named after what common pasta topping from an Italian word meaning to crush? This fluffy penguin was born really huge. Big penguin we're talking about. From Italian for to crush, its name is Pesto. Pesto the penguin. Tough opener for tonight, but well done to the 44% of you who got it right. On to question number 2 in this penguins round. What children's book by Richard and Florence Atwater was adapted into a 2011 movie starring Jim Carrey? That children's book adapted into a Jim Carrey movie is called Mr. Popper's Penguins, is your correct response for number 2. A little bit easier with 59% of you coming in with a correct response. On to our third question of the night. What former player for the Pittsburgh Penguins became a co-owner of the organization when he purchased the team in 1999 and brought the club out of bankruptcy? Former Pittsburgh Penguins player turned owner. It is Mario Lemieux. Your correct response for number 3, Lemieux. Question number 4 in this Penguins round. The only penguin species found north of the equator are endemic to what archipelago west of mainland South America? That archipelago, north of the equator, west of mainland South America, it's the Galapagos Islands. Galapagos penguins are what you'd find there. Our fourth question of the night is behind us. We're on to our 5th question. Here we go. What 1992 superhero film features Danny DeVito as crime boss Oswald Cobblepot, also known as the Penguin? Name the specific movie, please. Danny DeVito played the Penguin in the movie Batman Returns, is specifically your correct answer for number 5. Well done. 79% of you coming in with a correct response. Question number 6. Tux the Penguin is the official mascot of what family of open source Unix-like operating systems that is used on all of the world's 500 fastest supercomputers? Tux the Penguin, the mascot for Linux, is your correct answer. You did quite well on that one, with 85% of you getting it correct. That is right, Rosemary. Yes, I am the son from the Teletubbies. Dante, I'm sure he'll come back a little bit later on. He is Poe the Teletubby. On to question number 7. Mumble is a tap dancing emperor penguin who is the main character of what animated jukebox musical comedy film? Your correct answer for number 7, Mumble, voiced by Elijah Wood, is the central character in Happy Feet. George Miller's Happy Feet. 82% of you got that one right. And also featured in the movie Happy Feet as the character Ramon, a friend to Mumble, is none other than our theme for season 64. You have just been Robin. That is right. Robin Williams is in Happy Feet. And Robin Williams will come up every single time that we bring you a new game in season 64. So look forward to being Robin again 1 week from today. You can find us back here on Wednesday, November 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, the place to be. The movie quiz is on hiatus at the moment. Follow at Trivia Man on Instagram for full updates about when it will return. Back to this round. We're talking penguins. Here's number 8. A penguin of what type of toy, first issued in 1995, came with the accompanying poem, Waddle the Penguin likes to dress up. Every night he wears his tux. When Waddle walks, it never fails. He always trips over his tails. Waddle the penguin had that poem inside of its little heart-shaped tag. Waddle a beanie baby. Your correct answer for number 8. The Mountaineer filling me in on some more Happy Feet knowledge here. Robin Williams also plays Lovelace, a dual role in that movie. Look, I can't verify that right now, but I trust you, and I'm going to go ahead and double Robin us here. Doesn't hurt. Our next question in round number 1, question 9. Roy and Silo, 2 male chinstrap penguins at which New York City zoo became famous for forming a mating pair and attempting to hatch a rock? Which of those zoos did they call home? A true story that was turned into a children's book. The zookeepers observed them doing this and ended up giving them an actual penguin egg to take care of. That egg hatched and they named it Tango. The book is called And Tango Makes Three. The zoo in which this takes place is the Central Park Zoo. Central Park Zoo, your correct response for question number 9. And on to our final question in this Penguins round. Lead vocals were split between Christine McVie, Bob Welch, and Dave Walker on the studio album called Penguin, which marked the 7th studio album by what British American rock band? This was pre-Stevie Nicks era. Fleetwood Mac is your correct answer for number 10. 82% of you got that one right, and that does bring us to the end of our first round of the game. Let's check in with our top teams. Hope it's going well for you all thus far. Right now, we've got a tie in third place with 9 points apiece between Jojo Sliwa. The cheese stands alone, dead serious. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Team 578 and Team 578 and tied for the lead. Perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. We've got the Mountaineer and the Oslo condition. Great start, folks. So much game left to go. Anything could happen. Before we get to round number 2, did you know we host private events and we would absolutely love to work with you. If you're looking for a little something special for your next corporate gathering or birthday party, keep us in mind and you can reach out to me directly right there, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. I'd love to hear from you. It would be so nice to work with you. Let's get into our second category of the night, round 2. It is in the topic of eerie architecture, getting a little spooky for Halloween in round number 2. Let's do it. Round 2, question 1. Flying buttresses and rib vaults are common elements in what architectural style named for a nomadic German group? Flying buttresses and rib vaults found in Gothic architecture, named for the Goths. 88% of you got that one right. Initially, apparently, it was a slam on this type of architecture, calling it Gothic. Question 2. Another common feature in Gothic architecture are carved grotesques that typically act as water spouts, like the characters Victor, Hugo, and Laverne in Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Victor, Hugo, and Laverne, those Gothic architectural features, are gargoyles. Every single team who submitted got it right. Well done. Question number 3. What Long Island village is home to a Dutch colonial revival house at 112 Ocean Avenue, which has been the subject of many books and movies surrounding the paranormal phenomena in the house? That Long Island village is Amityville. Your correct response for number 3. Question number 4. Built in the 14th century, Bran Castle in Transylvania is commonly referred to as what Bram Stoker character's castle? Bran Castle in Transylvania, commonly referred to as Dracula's Castle. We did it again. Well done. 94%, but every single team who submitted got it right. Question 5 in this eerie architecture round. The Bates Motel in the Alfred Hitchcock movie Psycho has what style of roof? A multi-sided gambrel-style hip roof, which is also the name of a song by Vampire Weekend. That type of gambrel style roof, also the name of a Vampire Weekend song, is mansard roof. It's a mansard roof that you can find on Bates Motel. Question number 6. What is the last name of the rifle magnate whose Victorian mansion in San Jose is renowned for its maze-like structure, thousands of doors, and numerous ghostly myths and legends? Very spooky house. Doors that lead nowhere, or you open it and you could fall several floors. It is the Winchester Mystery House. So, Winchester, your correct answer for number 6. Question number 7. Animated marble busts sing the song Grim Grinning Ghosts as guests pass in doom buggies on what Disney theme park's dark ride attraction? That dark ride attraction, no, it's not. It's a small world after all. It is, however, the Haunted Mansion. Your correct response for number 7. 3 more questions in this eerie architecture round. Here's number 8. A common decorative feature of Italian architecture, what sorrowful alliterative name is given to the railed rooftop platforms found on 19th century North American coastal homes? Supposedly, these are built for women to climb up to the roof and look for their loves who are out to sea. They are called a widow's walk. Widow's walk, your correct answer for number 8. Question number 9. The Ennis, Storer, and Soden houses in Los Angeles are cave like structures designed in the Mayan revival style in the 1920s by what American architect and his son? These cavernous houses built in the Mayan revival style, cool and creepy. They are designed by Frank Lloyd Wright and Son. 79% of you got that one right. Our final question in round number 2, here it is. What mononymous comedian and Good Girls actress is the host of the HGTV series Scariest House in America? Scariest House in America, fun show. Ugliest House in America, also hosted by this comedian, also fun. It's Retta. Retta, your correct response for number 10. That does bring us to the end of round number 2. We are at the halfway point of this evening's quiz, checking in with our top teams at this crucial moment. Right now, we've got a tie in 7th with 17 points between Jojo Sliwa, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Why Not Zoidberg, the ghost of Team Cockroach, the Teutonic Titwillows, and Team Cockroach. In 6th right now with 18 points, the Cheese stands alone. Tied in 3rd with 19 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Team 578, and Team 570 8 and tied for the lead. Perfect scores thus far, 20 for 20. The Oslo Condition and the Mountaineer. Great game. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Our third category of the evening, we are talking all about V4. In this round, each correct answer will start with the letter V. Let's do it. Question 1. Played by Jimmy Stewart, Detective Scotty Ferguson develops a fear of heights after seeing a policeman fall from a rooftop, forcing him to retire from the force in what 1958 movie? Scotty is later hired as a private investigator to follow his friend's wife, played by Kim Novak. It's a Hitchcocky kind of night over here. Psycho already came up, and now we have Vertigo. Your correct response for number 1. How'd you do? Quite well. 88% of you got that one right. Question number 2. Crystal Cove High School is the setting for the main cast of what short-lived animated series that starred Mindy Kaling as the titular teenager investigating her mother's disappearance? Featuring characters from Scooby-Doo. Mindy Kaling played the titular Velma. Velma, your correct response for number 2. Question number 3. What fashion brand, popular in the 2000s, is the name of the lead single of the 2024 Charlie XCX album Brat, which compares her popularity to the fashion brand's sharp rise among celebrities? Toughest question of the night thus far. Some of you may have been led astray by a hint I gave on Instagram. Your answer here is Von Dutch. Von Dutch is that brand that is also a Charlie XCX song. Question 4. Sharing the same home arena with the Golden State Warriors, what WNBA team named for figures in Norse mythology became the first expansion team in league history to reach the postseason in its first season in 2025? That home arena nicknamed Valhalla when they play there. It's the Golden State Valkyries. Valkyries, your correct response for number 4. Question number 5. French author Francois Marie Arouet, who is perhaps best known for his 1759 novella Candide, went by what one word pen name? Candide, written by Voltaire, is your correct response for number 5. Question 6. What word for one who destroys property of another or public property is also the name of a Germanic tribal group who sacked the city of Rome in 455, marking a major point in the fall of the Western Roman Empire? The German tribal group, the Goths, came up in our last round. And in this round, we have the Vandals. Vandal, your correct response for question number 6. Question number 7 in this V4 themed round. What small island country in the South Pacific Ocean declared independence from both the UK and France in 1980 makes up part of the region known as Melanesia, along with Fiji, the Solomon Islands, and Papua New Guinea? That small island country that's part of Melanesia is better known as Vanuatu. Your correct response for number 7. Well done. 67% of you got it right. 3 more questions in this round, then we're moving on to our picture round. Here's number 8. What adjective describes the humor or jelly like substance in the eye behind the lens, whose function includes maintaining eye shape, keeping the eye clear, and providing shock absorption? That part of the eye is better known as the vitreous humor. Vitreous is that V word. Question number 9. Named for a spa town in France, what creamy soup made of leeks, onions, and potatoes was invented by a chef at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in New York in the early 20th century? That soup, named for a spa town in France, invented in New York City, is Vichyssoise. Vichyssoise. Vichy, the name of that town. And our final question in round number 3. Gymnast Livy Dunn and tennis player Jack Draper are among the athletes sponsored by what athletic clothing brand, founded in 2015 and named for the Finnish word for mountain? From a Finnish word meaning mountain, that brand is Vuori. Vuori, your correct answer. 88% of you got it right. A large percentage of you guessed it for that Von Dutch question, and perhaps because Vuori was my hint of the night on Instagram. If you follow me at Trivia Meredith, hopefully you did a little modicum of research, looked up my hint, and learned that Vuori means mountain in Finnish. I do give away a hint every single time that we bring you a new quiz. And the next game, as a reminder, is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com on Wednesday, November 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. As a reminder, the movie quiz is currently on hiatus, but you can follow at Trivia Man also on Instagram for updates about when it is coming back. And of course, follow me. I'll help you out next time you play with us. So, yeah, look me up on Instagram. Let's check in with our standings. We're heading into our final category of the night. Here is where our top teams stand as we get into that final round. Right now, we've got a tie in 7th place with 26 points between Jojo Sliwa, We Drink and We Know Things 69, Why Not Zoidberg, The Cheese Stands Alone, and We Drink and We Know Things 17. In 6th place right now, We Drink and We Know Things 12 with 27 points. Tied in 4th with 28, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the Oslo condition. Tied for 2nd place currently, 29 points apiece. We've got We Team 578 and Team 578 in the lead right now. A perfect score, 30 for 30. Well played, the Mountaineer. Our final category tonight, the picture round, everyone, is in the topic of celebrities in costume. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of famous people wearing Halloween costumes. Your goal here is to identify the celebrity who is wearing a costume. So, for instance, if you were to see an image of Nicki Minaj dressed as Barbie, your correct answer would be Nicki Minaj. So we are looking for the name of the celebrity who's wearing a costume. On your answer sheet, you'll see 10 images laid out next to each other. Inside of each image is a number from 1 through 10. And underneath those 10 numbered images are 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the celebrity in the corresponding numbered blank. You will have 5 minutes to work on this round. I'll check in at the halfway point, see how it's going when we get to the end of the 5 minutes. So we'll move on to our tiebreaker question to close out this evening's game. Let's do it, everybody. Name the famous person who's wearing a costume. Hope it's going well for you all thus far. We're at the halfway point for this evening's picture round. There is no corresponding URL, but if anybody wants to see it who is not filling out the answer sheet, you can of course see it up here next to me. Alternatively, you can go to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and simply click just watch. Then you'll be able to see the images without needing to fill out an answer sheet. So that's an option for you as well. Reminder, we're looking for the name of the celebrity. So once again, let's say it were Nicki Minaj dressed as Barbie. Your answer would be Nicki Minaj. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Good luck, everybody. See you soon. Getting feedback, people finding this one hard in the chat. All right. Well, I do have quite a few submissions coming in. Things are looking pretty good on my end in terms of folks getting things right. So hopefully something will come to you. They are quite disguised, I will say, a few of them at least. All right, everybody, keep an eye out. That countdown timer heading your way momentarily. We're looking at some pictures of celebrities in costumes, looking for the name of the celebrity who's dressed up. Image number one. Yes, it's a Jonas brother. It's not Flo Jonas, but it is Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas, your correct response. Image number two, we've got Lizzo dressed as Marge Simpson. Image number three, it is Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum's classic worm costume from a couple years ago. Image number four, that is Justin Timberlake as Robin, Lego Robin. Image number five, that's Shakira dressed as Wonder Woman. Image number six, that is Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, dressed as the Hulk. Image number seven, we have Cynthia Erivo, dressed as Neytiri from Avatar. Image number eight, dressed as a flamin' hot Cheeto, it's Katy Perry. Image number nine, dressed as Beetlejuice, it's Janelle Monáe. And image number 10, dressed as Guy Fieri. This one, really tough, but 7 teams got it right. That is Chrissy Teigen. Let's see how you did. Some tough ones, no doubt. The easiest one of this round, with 73% of you getting it right, was Heidi Klum in that worm costume, followed closely by Katy Perry as a Cheeto. The toughest one, no one got it right. Cynthia Erivo, very much in disguise as Neytiri, a toughie. We do have a tiebreaker question, as always, to close out this evening's game. The tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning that you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closer is going to break that tie. Here it is, our final question of the evening, related to our costumes over here tonight. We're talking Teletubbies. Between the original run and the revival series combined, Teletubbies aired how many total episodes? As a reminder, if you were part of a tie here this evening, whoever's closest to the correct number is going to go ahead and break that tie, and we will post the results of the tiebreakers on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what happened over there. Thank you all so much for playing tonight. Even if you found that picture round to be difficult, it was one made specially for a private event upon request. So I know they're not usually that challenging or specific, but I appreciate you all playing. And I hope you'll be here 1 week from now over at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That's going to be in November already, November 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see you back here then. Teletubbies, between its original run and the reprisal series that ran for 485 episodes. 485, your correct response. This does bring us to the end of the game. Let's check in with our final scores and head on over to the winners circle, finishing up this evening's game in, let's see here, I'm trying out a new feature over here. Let's see, where are those scores? Yeah, we got them. All right. Finishing up tonight's game in a tie for 13th place with 28 points. We've got Swearwolves and Why Not Zoidberg in a tie for 10th with 29. The Rubber Yolks and Jive Turkeys and the Oslo Condition in 9th with 31. The Question Marks in 8th with 33. The Cheese Stands Alone. Tied in 6th with 34 points, Team 578, and Team 578 tied in 3rd with 35 points. We Drink and We Know Things 12, We Drink and We Know Things 17, We Drink and We Know Things 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Pardon me, We Drink and We Know Things 12. You actually are all on your own in 2nd place with 36 points, and our big winners here tonight with 38 points. Congratulations go to the Mountaineer. Well done. Thank you all again so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. This is Dante, who is absolutely miserable, and I'm setting him down. What a good sport. Thank you for being here, and happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you have a fun and safe holiday. We'll see you next week. Big special shout out to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you so much to Cullen for making this possible, and to Murr and the rest of the Rizio team for creating the software that you all played the quiz on here tonight. See you soon. Good night, everybody.